Could the Cryptocurrency Act of 2020, after it's been approved possibly next year, launch the crypto market into a full-on bull run? I certainly think so. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, Tony here. Let's talk about the Cryptocurrency Act of 2020, which is currently in a draft bill, and it is primed to really provide full-on regulatory clarity, even more than other bills that have been introduced to Congress in the past. Before I go further, this is not financial or investment advice. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, also smash the like button. So last week, Forbes broke in the news, or they released an article talking about the Cryptocurrency Act of 2020. The writer got a copy of the draft, which is pretty amazing. And here the block covered it. So let me give you the highlights, guys, and why I think this bill is really, really good. And if it gets approved, I could see the floodgates open, because we know there's a lot of money still sitting on the sidelines waiting for regulatory clarity. Right now, the CFTC, the SEC, and the FinCEN, all these guys are not working together as yet. They're all still trying to figure things out. This bill actually merges multiple government divisions together to get them on the same page. So let's talk about it, guys. So Cryptocurrency Act of 2020, U.S. lawmaker introduces draft bill to bring regulatory clarity. Now, some quick takes. A U.S. lawmaker has reportedly introduced the bill, right? And it seeks to clarify which federal agencies should regulate crypto. So it's looking to obviously bring regulatory clarity to the crypto market. Earlier this year, U.S. lawmaker Warren Davidson reintroduced the Token Taxonomy Act. That was the previous bill, but that is still like in limbo, right? Seeking to clear regulatory uncertainty. So U.S. Congressman Paul Gosar, a Republican from Arizona, has reportedly introduced a draft bill to bring regulatory clarity in the crypto sector. The bill, dubbed Cryptocurrency Act of 2020, was introduced in the House of Representatives. According to a copy obtained by Forbes, the bill seeks to clarify which federal agencies would regulate crypto. The bill has divided cryptocurrencies into three parts: crypto commodities, cryptocurrencies, and crypto securities. So it's very thorough. It covers all the bases. Accordingly, it has proposed a federal crypto regulator for each of the categories to notify the public of any licenses and registrations required. So, guys, I always tell you, watch what the big money is doing and watch what the governments are doing. And this is a move in the right direction. It's going to help a lot of the big money and those big businesses which want to dabble in crypto and digital assets. It's going to provide clear guidance to them, and as well as institutional investors who are waiting on the sidelines with millions of dollars to get into the market. So I'm going to show you a copy of the bill here and the Forbes article. So this is looking good, guys. And I certainly think if this gets approved next year, man, this is going to be big. So here's the original Forbes article, and the writer, Jason Brett, I'll give you some details on him as to maybe how he was able to get a copy of this. He says, "I'm a former U.S. regulator with the FDIC Compliance Examiner for Making Home Affordable program with the Treasury, and have been active in Bitcoin and blockchain since 2016. So this guy's a former government official, right? And he's now into crypto and blockchain. He's writing for Forbes, and that kind of makes sense how he may have gotten a copy of this. He's rubbed shoulders with the other respective government folks there. And here's the discussion draft, guys, and I can try to zoom in here so you can see a bit more here on oops, look at that, I zoomed in a little bit too much, but hopefully this is easy to understand. So we're getting into the big leagues. The discussion, they cannot ignore Bitcoin and crypto and digital assets anymore. And as you can see here, Cryptocurrency Act of 2020. This is amazing to see. And, one thing that's really great, and we saw it with the Token Taxonomy Act, is we have bipartisan support for crypto and digital assets, both Democrats and Republicans. And I think that's great, right? It's just getting more of them on board. And we know Warren Davidson and Darren Soto have been two big champions of crypto and getting the token taxonomy bill going. But I think this may be the mother of all crypto bills, regulation bills, guys. So the article here, and I'm going to put a link in the description. Obviously, it's too many items to really go through here, but I highly recommend you guys read it. I read through it and I'm like, wow, this is kind of what we've been waiting for. And I think you know, the fact that it's looking to like you know, identify, okay, what's the SEC's roles? What's the CFTC's role? What's the FinCEN's role, right? And how they can work together on this. And, you know, includes the Secretary of Treasury through the FinCEN to establish rules for financial institutions. So this is awesome. And they break down, you know, the three categories: crypto commodity, cryptocurrencies, and crypto securities. Because, you know, obviously there's a securities issue, right? Where the SEC has been very vocal about that. But what about the commodity part of it, where the CFTC is more likely to handle? So, guys, read through this, and they talk about stable coins and all these things. And, you know, this comes as no surprise because, once again, we're in the big leagues now, and we see more and more companies want to issue tokens because we're headed to the token economy. We see Facebook with their whole dog and pony show, right, around Libra and all that. But as we talked about on this channel, Libra, while I don't care for Libra as an investment, it is certainly a catalyst in starting the dialogue and pushing crypto forward and getting crypto on the map even further. And you had the president of the United States, Donald Trump, tweeting about Bitcoin and Libra and so forth, right? So imagine that even though Donald Trump took his stand saying that Bitcoin's not real money and blah, 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 the other folks, Congress and the House of Representatives and all these folks are still moving ahead to try to push bills to get the regulatory clarity, because there's lobbying being done. Obviously, you have Fidelity, you have Coinbase, you have Ripple, you have Bakkt, right? You have the CEO or the former CEO of Bakkt. It has now sitting in a congressional seat, a Senate seat, Kelly Loeffler in Georgia. I mean, come on, guys. The writing is on the wall. So this is awesome. I certainly think, this is just my opinion, if this thing gets passed next year, floodgates are going to open. Because I see the big money doing what they're doing, and once the government gives their stamp of approval, here it is. Here's what you have to do if you're Bank of America and you're a Wall Street investment firm and this and whatever. It will be so clear the money can flow into the market, guys. And I think we're going to start to see mass marketing following that. So there's a lot of things being held up by regulatory clarity. You know, companies like Ripple are going to benefit from this as well as a few others. So this is great news. Like I said, guys, please read through this. I'm going to put a link to the Forbes article. Really great stuff in here. It'll help you understand what the government's doing, and you can plan around this and, you know, think about what may be upcoming in 2020, guys. So I'm fingers crossed. I'm hoping for a great 2020. Bitcoin halving, if we get a bill like this, a Cryptocurrency Act of 2020 gets passed, that'd be awesome. Some of the mass marketing starting from these companies. You know, I'm looking for Bakkt and Starbucks to see what they're going to do once they launch their app, you know, and you can walk into Starbucks and buy, you know, coffee with your crypto and so forth. So guys, what do you think about this? Do you think, I want to know your opinion, and you leave your comments below, that if this act gets passed, that we're going to see, you know, the market shoot up? I certainly think so. I certainly think so, because a lot of the money on the sidelines can come in. So leave your thoughts and comments below. Thumbs up if you like this video. Please share this video if you found it helpful. And like I said, definitely read that article. I'm putting the link in the description. Thank you guys for your support, and I'll talk to you all later.